Presented by the Hyundai Equus.
Guys, we got Giovani Bernard coming in today, running back out of North Carolina.
In my mind, it's like a combination of Ray Rice and Barry Sanders. I want to go through his mind and see what he's thinking while he's on the field doing what he does.
I think I'm just ready for everything. I'm sure they're going to give me a lot of tips, and I'm obviously going to accept them. And, you know, I think our biggest thing is about pass protection. That's a huge thing in the NFL, and definitely these guys are going to help me out and learn a little bit more about it.
He's overcome some tragedy in his life. I want to see if he can use that same sort of spirit of overcomer in the NFL, because times are going to get tough in the NFL, I promise.
You know, I'm a hard-working guy because that's something that you can control. There's a lot of things in life that you can't control. And being a hard worker is something that I can control.
Sounds good. Let's get this guy in here.
All right. I'm ready. I'm prepared. Let's go meet these guys.
Whoa,
Yeah, I see it.
This.
Now.
Smart, man.
That's
Guy
it
learns
for you
quick
guys.
right here.
How you doing, man?
Doing good. Overhand.
Nice to meet you.
Dorsey Levens.
Nice to meet you.
Tim Couch, how you doing, Jim?
Nice to meet you.
Keo Spikes.
Nice to meet you.
Chief,
Yeah.
you starting off the right way, but I got one question. Are they homemade?
Nah, they're not homemade.
Not good
by
enough.
my hand.
Not good enough. Not sucking me in like that.
Hey, but he's starting off the right way. He's bringing in
Good
some,
intentions, right?
Yeah, some food to keep the veterans
Hey,
happy.
you
That's
right.
how we got to do it.
Yeah, smart man.
Rookies.
Real smart. All right, Joe, let's dive right in. We want to get to know about you as a person, first and foremost. So let's go back to your roots, the beginning. Your parents, both Haitian immigrants. Your dad came over here on a raft with 15 people. Incredible story. You guys had some hardships, some struggles. How do you think what you've gone through has worked to your advantage as a person and as a football player?
Definitely. I mean, everybody goes through hardships. Everybody's going to have speed bumps in life. It's just a matter of how you overcome and how you finish off with it. Kind of bringing into football. Football, you know, I tore my ACL my freshman year in college. You never imagine that going to college. It's how you overcome it. You're gonna have a speed bump. You got to overcome it. So my mom passing away when I was 7 years old. Things like that. You got to be able. It really created the person that I am today. You're gonna go through things. You're gonna go through speed bumps. It's just a really matter of how you kind of get out the back end. And you know, it's really set me up for the person I am today. And you know, it's something that it creates me. So for the most part, all those experiences, all those tragedies, as some people may call them, kind of made me who I am today. And I would never regret one of them.
I read somewhere you had
Michigan State as well as in the CFL. Now, you guys have a toolbox, and in this toolbox you have your bag of running back tricks. If I were to open your toolbox right now on this table, what would I see?
My biggest thing is patience. I think me and my brother, that was a huge thing that we kind of pride ourselves on, because we weren't always, you know, the 4-1, 4-2 speed guy, but we knew how to set up blocks and be patient. I think that was a huge thing about us, is that we're being able to be patient. And our uncle always said, as you said, the toolbox, that was a huge thing for us. And if you're running down the sideline, give a stiff arm or something. That's part of your toolbox. Just anything that really gets you out and gets you in the open field is really, you know, got to be part of your toolbox. But for me, you know, being patient is what I pride myself on. That's what I kind of surround my whole entire toolbox around.
All right, good. We have a clip here against you, your team against the University of Miami, and I want to see what's in your toolbox here. You're on the 10-yard line. You guys are in a passing set. Looks like you're going to throw the football. Let's see what happens.
Throw there.
Draw. Now, I'm going to pause it right there. Now, great job with vision and patience. I see what you're talking about, because it looks like your offensive guard, Jonathan Cooper, pulled, and that's where you're supposed to go behind.
Yeah.
But there's no place to go, so you find room, and then you go. Let me go a little bit forward, because I think right here, and watching you play and your lateral movement, I'm thinking you're going to bounce off to the left, cut through that little seam right there, and go into the end zone untouched, because I've seen you do it plenty of times. What happens next surprises me. Lower your shoulder. Now, I've always been taught Georgia Tech's a good school. The fastest way between point A and point B is a straight line. You went straight ahead. Why, as opposed to using your lateral quickness and bouncing outside, you said, you know what, I'm going to put my shoulder down, and you ran through 3 people and a 4th guy that one of your guys blocked out the end zone. What's going through your mind in that play? Is it because you're at the 10-yard line, you decide I'm going for it? Or explain to me what was your mindset?
Well, as you said, we're on the 10-yard line. Your focus as a running back is get in the end zone. No matter which way, how you do it, you just got to get across that line. Whether that's, bouncing it if you need to, or, taking it right up the middle and, having a truck or, 2 or 3 people or get hit around or whatever it may be. But for me, you know, during that play right there, I think I just saw it right there. I saw the crease. I saw it had an edge on the guy. Then it's about instinct, putting your pass down and getting across that line, because that's what you want. You want to get those 6 points for your teammates.
So you're telling me if you have an opportunity to score, both ways will be a touchdown, whether you can have contact, run through 2 or 3 guys, or do a spin move, a slide shuffle, and go out to the side and head for the pylon and score there, you choose contact because you love contact. Because don't just give me the answer I want to hear. Tell me you love contact. Because I played with tailbacks who will tell you right to your face, I ain't going to get hit. I'm running out of bounds. I'm going down. I'm not getting hit. I'm too pretty and too fast to get hit. And I know some guys like Adrian Peterson, Steven Jackson, Michael Turner, they don't want to go out of bounds. They want to hit you. They want that contact. They love that. They feed off. They get a little high off the contact. Now, ask you again, do you love contact?
Love it. I think the thing about it is that if you make that, you know, whoever that defender, you know, feel that pain, feel that hit, they're going to think about it next time. They're going to think about that next play or that next drive or whatever it may be. If you're able to, you know, to do a little spin move, they're just going to, you know, chop their feet a little bit more, and that's when you can really, you know, lay the wood on them. But for me, it's all about the physicality of the game. That's the reason why I love it, and to kind of be able to deliver a blow rather than taking it once in a while. I mean, that's another thing about it. You're able to, you know, a guy's just sitting there.
Gio, right off the plane, you get to North Carolina, tear an ACL. You've had some durability issues throughout your career. I empathize with you because I've had those same injury concerns throughout my career. Later in my NFL career, was labeled as injury prone. Hated that because we don't get injured on purpose. But it happens. And let's talk about how you plan overcoming these injuries in the future and how you're going to prepare yourself for this long 16 to possibly 20-game season. Definitely. You know, a lot longer than the college season, and stay healthy and lose that label of a guy who can't stay healthy for a long period of time.
Definitely. I mean, for the most part, as you said earlier, you don't want to get injured. You don't set out to go in the game trying to get injured. It's just something that happens, and I think that's, you know, kind of brings back to my life story. You know, things are going to happen that you don't have control of. It's just a matter of how you overcome them. Each and every single time like that happened, I was able to finish the game off. You know, so that's the biggest thing for me is coming back and being still strong, still being the same player that I am, and really not affecting me. It's the mindset. At that point, the mind really takes over. Yeah, you're hurt, but your body's telling you, okay, I'm hurt, but your mind says, you know, I got to finish this game off strong. So at that point, it's really just how bad do you want it? And for me, you know, football is my life. You know, this is what I grew up wanting to do. This is the profession that I wanted to have, and you know, this is my dream right here.
Well, Gio, one of the things I really like about your game is your ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Talk a little bit about how comfortable you feel, not only in blitz pickup, those type of things, but getting out into routes, running option routes. You're very good at timing up screen patterns, those type of things. Talk about how comfortable you feel in the passing game.
Definitely. I feel like catching the ball is really like running the ball for me. I feel very comfortable doing it. The more you could do, the more, you know, your opportunities you'll have on the field. So being able to catch the ball is a huge thing in my game, and that's something that I, you know, really pride myself on. I hate dropping the ball, hate fumbling the ball, whatever it is. You know, I want the ball in my hands, and that's just another opportunity to have the ball in hands.
Hey, G, I want to take a look at this play right here. Dorsey, can we rewind it back, please?
Yes, sir.
Now, you look at this play right here. This is a prime passing formation in the NFL as well as college. If you take it back a little bit more, you notice the linebacker has you one-on-one. This is one of the big things where you can make your money and be an every down back. Here, you did a great job of coming through the line. I commend you on that, breaking through the line. Even though he had inside leverage, which he's supposed to keep you away from that,
yeah.
You were able to shake him and cut across his face.
Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Very good. I commend you. But I'm going to tell you, if you want to take your game to the next level, it has to be more precise. And you have to be concise about that thing when you come through the line of scrimmage. Yes, even though this guy right here, he's looking back. And as a linebacker, you're always taught, if you see the ball thrown, you're going to see the running back catch it.
Yes, sir. And
so what you have to do when you come through the line of scrimmage, which you did a good job here, but to even make it better, is you come through and you have to shake even harder.
Yes, sir.
And at times, backers, we are taught, I'm not going to keep up with you, period.
Yes,
so I know the line judge behind me is not going to, he can't see everything. I'm going to do every trick of the trade to be able to grab you. Use the slingshot method to where I can pull you from the front, swing around to the backside of you.
Yes,
so keep that in mind when you're making a move like this. Stick it harder. Use your hands. Create more separation for the quarterback to have a bigger window to throw the ball.
Yes, sir.
One thing we all know that you can do as we take a look at this film is break big plays. Get big plays not only in the run game, not only in the pass game, but on special teams as well. This is against your rival, North Carolina State. This is with the game on the line, less than 30 seconds to go. The game is tied. They punch you the ball. Talk us through this play a little bit, how it was set up on the sideline. Did you recommend anything? Talk about your teammates and just kind of go through what you were seeing on this play for us.
You know, I had an ankle injury earlier in the game. You know, I kind of, twisted my ankle up a little bit. But that's the mentality you got to have. You want to be on the field when that big play is available to you. So you want to be able to create that big play at any time of the game. And, during that play, it was with 30 seconds left. So I told myself to get back in the game, kind of pull the other guy out, and call the return. That's the return that we had. It was kind of wall right. And, once I saw the ball off his foot, I knew it was going to be a good return. I was able to, there's a lot of breathing room. I knew it was a good kick, and I knew the defenders weren't going to get down there that quick. After that, after I caught the ball, I saw my wall to the right. At that point, I just took off.
I've read all the scouting reports, and you really don't have a blemish on your scouting report. The one question mark that they have is your pass blocking ability. I wasn't able to find any tape where you had some issues pass blocking, but what I read was that you do a lot of cut blocking. Mm-hmm. That's not going to work in the NFL. Of course. How do you plan on attacking that? And one of the things I always said, and if I can share this with you, as a running back coming into the league, pass protection, my coach always told me to stand up, get a football position, and hold my ground. Well, when Spikes is 8 yards away and he's got a running head start, I'm going to lose that every time.
I've been there.
I got a three-way go.
Yeah, so
I can go inside, outside, or shake you and try to go through you.
Yeah. So that never worked for me. So I stopped listening to my coach, and this is not good advice to not listen to your coach, but I was getting killed. And I would just step up in the hole, and when he got about 2-3 yards away, I attacked him.
You got to meet him.
I had to. If not, you're going to get crushed. What is your plan of attack? How do you plan on improving blocking a man straight up?
Definitely. Well, I think a little bit starts kind of pre-play. You got to know, what's going on. So that kind of starts in the film room. Once you kind of get a knowledge of that, once you get to the, to the field, that's just about instincts. And obviously I'm going to work on it each and every single day once I, get to the next level. That's something I want to pride myself on, is being able to protect the quarterback behind us. You got to meet him and greet him. That's what Coach always tells us, is to meet him and greet him. And, sometimes you're going to be, going up against a guy like his size. But that's just, that's just football. You're going to have that time. But at the same time, you got to meet him and greet him and, just put your head in there and just go.